This is the Jeff Kai's Auto Sports Desk.
Bearcat basketball is back. Section 4 soccer is in the semis, and a Golden Bear is making a splash in the record books. This is the Sports Desk. The Bearcats are back out on the prowl as basketball in the 6:07 tipped off. For the first time this season, Binghamton hit the hardwood of Dr. Bailey Court on Wednesday for a warm-up against Queens College before hitting the road to start the regular season in Happy Valley. Bearcats looking to improve on last year's 15-15 record. First half in the Events Center, Nehemiah Benson gets it going. The offense, 2 of his 22 points to lead all scorers on the night. Then it's the new kid on the block. The transfer, Ben Callahan Gold, hanging tough. He drains the 3. He had 15 in the game. Second half, Gavin Walsh getting into the offense. He takes it hard to the hoop, drops in 2 of his 14 points. Walsh played 31 minutes on the night. Then Walsh here finding Taimu Shinnery in transition. Shinnery going through the contact and getting the and one. He'd make the free throw to put the Bearcats up 10. Benson, just 1 assist in the game, but making it count. Chris Walker with the slam. That extends the Bearcats' lead to 12. And then Binghamton turning defense into offense off the long rebound. Shinnery here with the alley, and Evan Ash has the oop. Bearcats pick up the win 83-70 in the season opener. Head Coach Levell Sanders after the game. His thoughts on getting back out and going up against someone in a different color jersey.
I'm happy we had a game like this today, and I always tell our guys, it doesn't really matter who you're playing against. You got to go out and play and execute and play your style of basketball. So I'm happy we had to, like I said, make free throws down the stretch. I'm happy we had to get some stops down the stretch. We had to rebound the ball. So I'm happy we had to do some of those things early on.
Section a week rolling on Wednesday as boys soccer is in the semifinal round and getting ready for a weekend full of championship showdowns. We move to the semis. Top-seeded Blue Devils in the B's taking on 5th-seeded Eagles. Shenango Forks' Nate Rabb here scoring both of his team's goals in the first half and completing the hat trick for a 3-0 ball game after a PK here. Spencer Van Atten's Class Munich trying to get his own penalty kick and cutting the deficit down to 2 with 27 minutes remaining, but the Blue Devils wanting more as that shot goes just a little bit high. Shenango Forks missing a 4th goal, but they would not need it as the Blue Devils are moving on to the championship game. A 3-1 victory. Team set to play the winner of Oneonta and Shenango Valley. Well, let's find out who that was. We head to Oneonta, the 7-seed Warriors challenging the Yellow Jackets. Oneonta missing an opportunity early here to score. And the Yellow Jackets struggling to get anything going here. The deep shot, that's picked up by the keeper. Shenango Valley with a chance of their own here, but this misses just a little bit wide as the goalkeeper is out. Neither team to get a goal in the first half, but the Jackets would pick up 2 in the second. They win 2-1. They will play the Blue Devils in the Class B championship. We move to Class C. 4-seed Seton Catholic upsetting top seed Trumansburg 5-1 in that win, and 2nd-seeded Southern Cayuga sneaking out a 1-0 victory over Marathon. Those 2 teams will face off Saturday for the Class C crown. And in the D's, 1-seed Edmonston taking care of business 1-0. The shutout win over Elmira Notre Dame, the 6th-seeded South Courtright Andes winning their home matchup against Worcester. That one 3-2. The 2 winners facing off also on Saturday. That one up in Oneonta. A Vessel Golden Bear is making a splash as she broke a school diving record that stood for 37 years. And she's only an 8th grader. 12 Sports' Michael Villegas takes us to the pool for the 12 Sports Athlete of the Week.
She actually broke 300 at a 6-dive meet, which is incredible because usually the highest scores we get are like 200s, and that's usually the states. So she breaking 300 is amazing for an 8th grader, especially.
After making the switch from gymnastics to diving just 2 years ago, Olivia Tanton has already made a splash in the sport. The 8th grader competing for the Vestal Golden Bears varsity team broke a 37-year-old record by 15 points against Horseheads.
I've always hoped for it. I mean, I look up to the board and it's like, whoa, that was crazy. 288 points for 6 dives. That's honestly so crazy. But actually beating that, it was so amazing. I was so proud of myself. And I just had a lot of proud for myself in that moment.
Olivia is the first swimmer or diver to qualify for states in 5 years. and is the youngest qualifier in the section.
Getting to states, you have to do 11 dives, and you have to beat 440 points. So that just kind of puts into perspective. She got over 300 points in just 6 dives. So she got more than halfway to states in just 6 dives. We've already broke 440 at an 11 dive meet, but I'm very excited to see what she can do at sectionals now that she's broken 300 on 6 dives.
But what does it take to dive at a high level?
It's really scary up there, especially when you are performing and it's all quiet and the judges' eyes are on you and the audience's eyes are on you, and you have to perform these big skills. So I'm looking for somebody who has a strong mindset, and Olivia has that.
Which is clear when you ask her if she ever gets afraid of that moment.
Of course, there's always fear, but I know to benefit myself, sometimes you just got to be fearless and go for it. I mean, you can't really improve yourself if you're not putting yourself out of your comfort zone. So it's kind of just been like that for me, I guess.
Putting herself out of her comfort zone and into the record books. Congratulations, Olivia, on earning 12 Sports Athlete of the Week. In Broome County, Michael Villegas, 12 Sports.
And finally tonight, Section 4 released its brackets for all 6 of the girls volleyball classes. You can head right on over to our website, WBNG.com, and the 12 Sports homepage to see all of the seedings from Class AA all the way down to D. But that's going to do it for us here at the Sports Desk. We will see you again in the morning, but until then, I'm going to go ahead and throw that right back on over to you, Atria.